Meanwhile, viewers, more news coming in. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has met Afghan Interior Minister Sirajuddin Haqqani. He is also a member of the Communist Party's political bureau and has stated that China has always pursued a friendly policy towards Afghanistan. It stood for equality among all countries and adhered to non-interference. Wang Yi has stressed that China respects Afghanistan's independence, sovereignty, territorial integrity, its development path, national conditions and religious traditions, adding that in Afghanistan's pursuit of development, China is a reliable partner and friend. He has stated that China will continue to oppose pressure and asset freezes on Afghanistan and supports early resumption of bilateral patrols in the Wakhan corridor to maintain border peace. He has urged Afghanistan to act firmly against East Turkestan Islamic movement and other terror groups to safeguard cooperation. Haqqani, meanwhile, thanked China's long-standing support and stated that Afghanistan is ready to deepen ties, address China's security concerns, and never allow its territory to undermine China's security. That is, of course, the latest that we are tracking. Meanwhile, joining us on the broadcast is Mr. Andrew K.P. Leung. He is a strategist who focuses on Chinese security and the economy. He's joining us live from London. Thank you so much for taking our time speaking to us on NewsX World. A very, very interesting development, especially if you consider the geopolitics of South Asia in particular. Wang Yi had just wrapped up his visit to India, where he met the Indian Prime Minister, and then he's now met the Afghan Interior Minister Sirajuddin Haqqani. Clear strategic aspect to this, but do you think there's also an economic aspect to Wang Yi's visit?
The China relationship phase as defined by two major changes. The first change, of course, is the Afghanistan is now taken over by the Taliban, and the Taliban, of course, is still remains a patriot state, not regarded as a normal state, most of the countries around the world, because of its history of terrorism and conflicts in that region, and of course the with the wars, United States waging war on Afghanistan, with years of devastation, not only by the Americans but also by Russia before the Americans came. And so the whole country was in shambles and required a major reconstruction. The second dynamic, of course, is the whole world order. The whole geopolitics has been changed by Trump's unilateralism and bullying against both friends and allies, but also China and Russia and so on. So I think that against this background, the relationship between China and African is now defined on three major issues. The first issue, of course, is the China's geostrategic flagship project, the Belt and Road Initiative. And if you look at the map, Afghanistan straddles at a very important crossroad between China's interior, the western provinces, and Central Asia. And so linking Afghanistan formally with the Belt and Road Initiative, building infrastructure, which of course in the process would help the Afghan economy, is top of the agenda. And secondly, as corollary to this, is the exploitation of the mineral resources in Afghanistan. Afghanistan is very rich in lithium, iron, and copper. And of course, lithium is the key mineral for batteries and defining the green revolution, electric cars and other green products. So I think that as part of the Belt and Road Initiative and the closer partnership between the Afghan government and the Beijing, it's exploitation of minerals for the benefits of the Afghan economy and of course for China. The third dimension is the Taliban's traditional connection with the East Turkestan independent movement, which of course rocked the stability of the China Xinjiang province. And for a long time, this has been used as a China bashing card. But I think that the Taliban government still retains connections with the Eastern Turkestan independence movement. But in the light of the importance of forming a closer relationship with China, and I think the Taliban would be playing down the Eastern Turkestan connection and pivoting towards a closer, more friendly, and more cooperative and more accommodating relationship with Beijing.
All right, sir. Due to paucity of time,